Hello, everybody. My name is Mike Morris, and I am one of the instructors in the Machine Tool Technology Department here at Orangeburg Calhoun Technical College. Now, I've been with the college since 1993, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it whenever we get into our PowerPoint presentation. But the most important thing I want to discuss right now is there's so many people that think that the college is closed. We are not closed. We are fully active. I mean, we don't have students on campus right now, but some of the students are actually starting to come on campus. My students will probably be starting to come back to a face-to-face in, I believe it's in July. Is that correct, Richard? Okay, and but right now we're still doing a lot of online teaching, and it's very up to date. We have a lot of the software that we need that we are using with the students now. In fact, one of the things that we're going to be using is Tooling U. So it's a very good software that the students can learn from, and Dwayne Reddick and I, the other instructor, will be implementing that very soon. Right now, I'm going to open this up to a PowerPoint presentation and let show you a little bit about what we have to offer. And there we go. All right, this is just the cover page right here for the college. What is Machine Tool? I mean, a lot of people, they don't realize what Machine Tool is. I didn't whenever I was younger. I guess, things like electricity and welding and automotive and things like that, they have names that you know and understand what they are. But Machine Tool, we're mainly dealing with metals. Sometimes we turn things like plastic or wood or whatever. And this is done with a highly precision machines like lathes or milling machines or whatever. The most common machines now we have is the computer numerical controlled machines, and we also have a lot of the manual machines that we do tool and die making with. Here's the big question: how much you're going to make? Okay, the average starting salary for our students is about $18 an hour, and so if you're working on the weekends, 18 divided by 2 is 9, plus the 18 is $27 an hour. That's not really bad for someone just getting out and just getting started. But anyway, here are the most popular jobs that are available, and it branches out into all different categories. Okay, what will you learn at OC Tech? In Machine Tool Technology Department, you'll learn blueprint reading. We'll teach you how to read precision instruments, manual machining, die making, like I said, CNC. It can go into engineering. We do welding, we do fabrication. There's lots of different opportunities whenever you take Machine Tool where you can branch out to. Okay, why take Machine Tool Technology? Okay, the average starting salary, like I said, is $18 an hour. This is in the Orangeburg area, and I'll tell you some of the companies that we place our students in a slide or two. But anyway, we do have 100% job placement. There's a high demand for qualified machinists. A lot of these machinists are retiring, and so we're having more going out the top than we're feeding in from the bottom. So we have lots of job opportunities for our graduates. We have large labs, and we have some really nice equipment. The employment opportunities, you can be a tool and die maker, CNC operator, programmers, getting into quality control. We do a lot of CAD CAM, that's computer-aided design, computer-aided manufacturing, and that has a lot to do with Mr. Odom's program. And so we kind of work a lot hand in hand when he can design things and we build them. But we also get into the design portion as well. And, of course, job shop managers and supervisors, which, by the way, most of the supervisors in the area are our former students. So we have a really good contact with the employers. How much will it cost? Maybe it won't cost you anything. I mean, we have financial aid for a lot of different things, and you can just read the various things that we do have the financial aid for, lottery, of course, Pell Grants, veterans benefits, so on and so forth. Now here, where do we place our graduates? They're working over at Allied Air, American Coil Bearings. Of course, American Coil Bearings, they're getting ready to shut the doors, but I think they will be up in 2021. But we have a lot of former students that work there that are being transported to different companies as we speak. Phoenix Specialties in Bamberg is the biggest company that makes washers in the world, right here in Bamberg, South Carolina. Zeus Industries, you know, they're making all kinds of medical things and stuff. Whitman Mold, American Tool and Die in Swansea. FN, you want to build a machine gun? You know, they'll take you over and you can build a machine gun. And there's several other places in our Columbia as well. A typical day in our department, mainly we start off with calling the roll, making sure everyone's there. We want to make sure that we're all there to understand, to get the knowledge that needs to be done. We want to give you your money's worth. You need to be there on time. We do have like 10% of our work has got to be book work, like reading a book on how to swim. If I give you a book on how to swim, you're not going to do very well when you get out in the middle of the lake. So we do 90% of our stuff is hands-on. Typical day, we start around 8 o'clock and we run till lunchtime, which is 11 or 12, and there's a possibility you might have to come back for some afternoon classes. Okay, let's take a tour. This is kind of like a virtual tour of the machine tool department, and hope you enjoy it. But personally, I would rather, you know, we get together later and put on a mask or some gloves or whatever, and I'll walk you through it and show it to you personally myself. This is one of the lathes that we have. It's a Mazak CNC machine. It's about a $70,000 machine. These are the same machines that we have in our local industries. Again, this is a very common one right here to say it's a high CNC milling machine. Again, it's about under $100,000. This is our newest one. It's a Touch 2100. It's a fryer, and you pretty much just talk it through. It wants to know what the length of something with M, the height of something with W, or what have you. And then it pretty much writes the code for you. It still takes a lot of the knowledge as far as the setting up the machine, but the conversational parts are doing good. The laser engraver. This is the classroom for our freshman class. This is our computer lab, and we have a 14 station computer lab plus my station here. And when we're not having a class going on, our students are more than welcome to use this for their homework or whatever they need to do. More parts of the lab, milling machines, and we also, like I said earlier, we do welding, we're doing some fabrication, and we also want to be very neat and clean, with no rags on the table or anything like that that could catch fire. And here's our safety. We have safety glasses and, of course, all the possible things you would need to be safe. Here's our model, and I'm sure they'll just leave that up for a little while. So if you want to see what that's all about. I know I'm dipping into someone else's territory right now, so I'm going to cut it short with this is our contact information, and I appreciate you watching. And if you'd like to come out to Machine Tool to take our program, we'd love to have you. Thank you.
To a work environment in the shop. Would you tell us a little more about how they can expect to learn to be on the job site while they're in the lab studying, what they should expect?
Yes. Well, for one thing, like I was talking about earlier, we like to teach the soft skills as well as the hard skills. I mean, you need to be there on time. You need to be there every day. They depend on you at a job, so if you're going to work for a company, you need to be dependable. The things that they will learn on the job. Well, for one thing, the machines that we have, whenever the student goes to work in the plant or industry, they will be able to say, well, I ran that same machine. I know how to run that machine. It's not like it was a simulator or anything like that. So once they know how to run that machine, so that would be very productive for a company to hire one of our students because they have learned on the actual machine rather than a simulator.